So today we're going to be finding the derivatives of trig functions. Ne? So the first trig function that we have is what? Is sine what? Is sine u. Ne? So what is the derivative of sine u? Ne? U is anything. It can be x, it can be z, or it can be theta. Understand? So what is the derivative of sine u? The derivative of sine u is simply what? Is simply cos what? Cos u. U is whatever that is in this in that trig function. Multiply by what? Multiply by u prime. Don't forget that thing. Or that the derivative of what? Of sine u is cos u multiplied by the derivative of what? Of whatever inside that is inside the trig function. That is the derivative of what? Of sine u. So let's go and check the derivative of cos u. A derivative of cos u, you must keep in mind that whenever a trig function starts by the letter c, whenever a trig function starts by a letter c, simply means that the trig function, the derivative of that trig function is going to be is going to start with negative something, which means the derivative of cos u is going to be what? Is going to be negative sine u multiplied by what? Multiplied by u prime. Understand? So now let's go to the derivative of tan u. The derivative of tan u is simply what? Is simply a sec squared u multiplied by what? Multiplied by u prime. Understand? So let's go to cot. What is the derivative of cos? Cot. The derivative of cot is what? Remember, whenever a trig function starts by what? By c, simply mean the answer is going to be what? Is going to be negative something. Understand? Meaning is going to be negative what? The derivative of cot is what? Is negative what? Negative cosec squared u multiplied by what? By u prime. Understand? So let's go and check the derivative of what? The derivative of sec u. The derivative of sec u, you know what you must remember. Is simply a simple. It's not hard to memorize. The derivative of sec u, understand? The derivative of sec u, you are going to take the sec u and multiply it by what? By tan u. It means the derivative of sec u is going to be what? Is going to be sec u multiply by what? By tan u. Multiply by tan u. Multiply by what again? U prime. U prime. Understand? It's just a simple pattern to memorize for yourself. So let's talk about the derivative of cosec. The derivative of cosec, remember, whenever it starts with c, your answer is going to be negative something. So it's the same pattern with cosec and sec u. So the derivative of cosec is going to be what? Is going to be cosec multiplied by what? Cot u divided by multiplied by what again? Multiplied by u prime. Meaning it's going to be cosec u multiplied by what? Cot u multiplied by what again? By u prime. So these are the trig functions that you must keep in mind. So let's talk about this little thing. What is cosec u, or what is sec u? Sec u is simply equal to what? Is simply equal to 1 over what? 1 over cos u. Then therefore what? Cosec u is simply equal to what? 1 over what? 1 over sine u. So if you want sec squared x, you know what must you do? You have to square it. So if you want sec squared u, let's say we have sec u only. We have sec u only, and then we also have 1 over what? 1 over cos u. If you want sec squared x, you square both sides. You square both sides. So your answer is going to be simply means what? Sec squared u over what? 1 squared is what? Is 1. Then for cos squared x is what? Is cos squared u, not x actual. So it's the very same thing as what? As cosec. We know cosec what? Cosec u is what? Is 1 over sine u. So if you want a cosec squared x, we square both sides. So our answer is going to be simply cosec squared u over 1 squared is 1, sine squared is what? Is sine squared u. That's the identity you must know. Another identity is the one for a 1 plus tan squared u is the same as what? As sec squared u, if I'm not mistaken. I might have done vice versa things, but then I know it's that one. Ne? And another trig identity is what? Is is sine squared u plus what? Cos squared u, which is equals to 1. Another at the double angle formula is what? Is sine 2u equals to what? 2 sine u multiplied by cos u. And then another one of what? Cos 2u is what? There are 3 of them. The first one we have what? We have cos squared u minus what? Minus sine squared u. The second one we have what? We have 2 cos squared u minus 1. The last one we have what? 1 minus 2 sine squared u. It's easy. This one you know them from your grade 11 or 12, I think. They're simple identities. So now let's do practice problems to see if we understand.